Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Hearthstone 4 as we are playing with the British Empire. Alright, so sorry there wasn't a video on Thursday and that this Friday video here is going to be out pretty late. Probably won't be out till kind of Friday afternoon whenever I get up because I'm recording this at like 4 in the morning. It's past 4 in the morning actually. So yeah, it's pretty late. I got home from work a few hours ago and HiJynx and I recorded a Frostpunk already, and so that video is probably going to come out first, and then I'm recording this one now. So I'm assuming that it's probably, there's no way it's going to be out before I go to sleep. I'm not going to stay up that late, and I haven't slept for quite a while. And I told you guys why there wasn't a video on Thursday in our community section, but just in case you missed that post, I was doing some voiceover work for a game. I had mentioned this a little while back, back in July or August or whatever it was. I mentioned that I had got hired to do some voice work for a game, some voiceover work, and I was doing that this week. So it was 3 days of recording is what it required, and my voice was absolutely killing me. It's still killing me, actually. My throat is still kind of hurting. So I just needed a little bit of a break. But yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to play that game on the channel. And yeah, other than that, I can't really say anything else about it, but it was an interesting experience. It was different. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. And yeah, I'm exhausted, so if I make any mistakes, guys, it's because I'm tired. Because I don't do this anymore. I stopped a while ago recording when I got home from work because of obviously it was affecting the videos because I was so fucking tired. So it was I was constantly making mistakes and stuff because I was just exhausted. But yeah, I didn't want to have another day with no videos, so we are going to record today. And frankly, I need some gaming in my life. It's been a rough couple days, guys. Is this guy trying to cut me off, or is he attacking me? He's attacking me. That would be too smart for him to try and cut us off. Trying to give him too much credit here. Well, that guy's going this way, so we'll go up over this way. But yeah, I wanted to have some gameplay here, guys. So recording kind of late, so excuse me if I make any mistakes. And we actually have an extra blue division here. Well. Let's see. We should probably just take the one that's farthest north here. Just one of these guys, I guess, and then throw them onto. Well, I guess we could take one of the ones down here. In fact, because they need divisions. So we'll take one that's down here. I'm looking for an infantry division. So we'll take this guy right here. Put him on this front. Not that it really matters. I mean, we're at the point where they're going to be capitulating fairly soon here. Anyways, yeah, pretty tired. But what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to call in sick today, guys, because it's just been such a rough couple of days that I'm really considering calling in sick. I haven't called in sick from work in, good God, I don't even know how long. I've been in this job for years, and I've only called in sick 1, maybe 2 times. Yeah, I don't use my sick days. Never been one of those type of people, there's people who like call in sick. I got some coworkers, man, they just never want to show up to work. Always calling in sick, and then I gotta go work for them. But yeah, I've just never been one to really make use of my sick hours. So we said we were going to let the AI take control once the snow's dissipated. They're still on the ground. At this point, though, I mean, there's not really anybody defending. I was kind of worried about the AI messing it up, but I mean, can they mess it up? Could they? I mean, sure, they could. But you know what? We're going to give them the chance. Let's see if they can prove themselves here. So that's that one down there. Let's get the blue army theirs and the red army theirs. Alright, so everybody will take care of their thing here, and I even will let these guys go. Everybody go. Because we're trying to get the Soviets defeated so we can get the peace treaty done. And see what we can do in that peace treaty. They're currently at 95% towards capitulation. Yeah, we'll just put the AI under control. I moved the planes the best that I could, but really there wasn't a whole lot that could be done there. And we'll just kind of like manually control this, and I guess I don't really need to have it paused since the AI is supposed to be moving troops. They're not. We could put them on aggressive, I guess. I think that's what we'll do, because you can see that they're really not moving much, guys. So let's put them on aggressive. And that makes them move a little bit faster, because really the only thing that aggressive changes is that they don't care so much about like overexposing their lines, to being cut off or whatever. So it doesn't do what some people think it does, where it makes the AI like play better or make smarter moves or anything like that. It doesn't do any of that, but it does make them go a little bit faster, just a little bit. You know what? I'm at the point, guys, where I think I'm gonna stop messing with factories. Yeah, I don't see any reason to really mess with them. Also, I forgot to tell you guys, I did build some stuff here. We still have that bonus until May. The dismantle the Czechoslovakian forts. So might as well make use of them. And we could definitely see some invasions here. These are going to be our main post here, where we're going to put up our armies and do our invasions from here. I think it would be good to build them up a little bit and build Jamaica up as well, because we haven't built them up at all. And yeah, we also got some stuff built in here. But, oh, it looks like they just finished a bunch of stuff. Yeah, because I had this. Oh, it's right down here. That's where it's at. Here we go. And I got all this built in as well. We're going to start building up the ports and all that good stuff for the invasion of America, because there's not really anything to build up on this front here. Not really. I mean, I guess you could look at if we have large enough ports here to support like a large amount of troops. I mean, we pretty much do. There's not really any reason to build up over there. Yeah, but as far as the military factories go, guys, I just don't see any reason to keep assigning these. It just makes us trade for more resources. And I mean, really the thing that's limiting us from building more divisions is the fact, not equipment, but manpower. We're short on manpower. We might need to change our manpower laws again, guys. I don't want to, but yeah, I don't know. Might have to happen. So building the equipment obviously still has its benefits, of course, but you know what, let's just get through this treaty, because you know everything is gonna not matter anymore anyways soon. Once we have this treaty, we don't know what the factory situation is gonna look like at that point, so yeah, might as well just leave the factories as is. We'll mess with them later. In fact, we could just go ahead and cut this guy off. Oop, nope, I don't want you to do that. Come on, let's go around that way. Although it looks like these guys are very keen on attacking here, we'll just make them go that way instead. Get them pushing forward. There are some Soviet troops around here, here and there, and we did just finish up our research for the carrier hull. I want to say we have everything we need for the carrier hull, though, you know, of course there is anti-air and stuff like that. And it does take so long to build that we'd probably only get one done. So we're at the point now where we basically want to have everything that we're going to get on it, minus probably anti-air, because the anti-air is all the way down here, and we're not getting that anytime soon. Yeah, I believe we have everything for the carriers, so you know what? Let's go ahead and get those building, because we do have spare dockyards, so we can just build 2 lines of carriers. And if we want to get them anytime soon, we've got to build them now, because I don't even know if we'll get it actually before the war starts, but I guess we will see. So let's go ahead and make sure all of our stuff is updated. Yeah, we got the anti-air on there. I think everything is. Oh, not the radar. And the engine, of course. Got the dual purpose on there. So I think we'll probably just have them have another air deck on here. I'm not a huge fan of the deck armor, honestly. You know, it decreases the speed, which, you know, these guys are fast enough. They're faster than most of the ships that are going to be in your fleet, so that's not a big deal or anything. But I mean, the point is to screen them well enough so nobody can hit them. Yeah, I just don't see any reason to get that. I know that we might be getting some bonuses for that, but yeah, I don't see any reason to do it. I just say let's get more hangar space, guys. And I think that's it. Oh, we gotta name it. So let's go ahead and get the historical carriers and get this baby named. All right, so this is going to be the Audacious, and this is our last carrier model. All right, so we're going to get them building, and we're just going to pull dockyards from something else. I guess we can put it under this here, and we just say we want one of those building. Oh yeah, somebody told me. Oh yeah, okay, I know what's going on with their manpower. We're going to fix that here in a second. But first, let's go ahead and get some of these dockyards assigned, or pull. We should pull from dockyards. Trying to take a look what the situation is. You know, we're gonna pull from submarines. We've been building a lot of those. We do not need as many Muppets going as well, and we do not need these anymore either. Let's go and pump those into the new carriers, and we actually do still have some extra ones. All right, well that's okay. We'll put them into the submarines. I really feel like we need the Muppets. We can get more torpedoes. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we don't. Maybe I miscounted. Psh, nope, I miscounted. I was looking at the military factories, actually. So yeah, we're good to go. Let's get the resource situation fixed. Let's go ahead and just keep on trading with the Italians, I guess. We could trade. Yeah, maybe I should trade with them, actually. Let's pull that back. They could use the extra factories. I know we're trading with them for other resources, of course, but I don't really feel like the Italians need any more of our factories. I guess we'll give them here, but yeah, they don't really need any more of our factories. We do have a research slot I completely forgot to get. Luckily, that does stack up. Let's see. I think we should go ahead and continue on ships, right? I know we had the battleship going, but yeah, if we're going to get these in time for the war with America, then we need to get the ships first. Planes can be built much quicker. So let's get all the stuff that we need for the battleship. We already have the guns going, and I want to say that's it. That's all we need for them. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all we need for the battleships, and that is currently built, and we do need to get that. That's pretty important for both the invasion of Japan and the invasion of America. In fact, we should probably do that now. Let's do it now, guys. The Russians are almost defeated, and so yeah, having that I think would be super helpful. So we don't need to concentrate so much on this because now the AI is under control of it. There are still like issues like here where, obviously there's nobody here to take care of that, so we're going to help them out to get it done. And, just kind of fix issues where these guys aren't like pushing forward when they should be. And what is this decision available? Oh, we can expand the oil fields. All right, so we're not going to do any of these or anything with our political power because remember we are saving it to annex. I want to do an annexation, which we've been saving for a while now. We do need, I think, 252 political power, if I'm not mistaken. And we got motorized Army National Focus. Excellent. So we're going for the Royal Tank Regiment next. That's a nice research bonus there. And we might be a little bit behind on the light tanks, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. All right, so trying to push forward here. We don't have a lot of troops here. So this may be slow going on this side of things, and this doesn't really grant us anything. Once we get up to here, I mean, this is Afghanistan, who is now Italy's puppet, I think. So it doesn't really get us anything. In fact, we probably won't even invade into Afghanistan. Or, well, I guess we gotta get it dealt with, don't we? Yeah, we don't want any Soviets behind us. I mean, it's pretty irrelevant. I doubt we'll even get into it by the time. Yeah, they are currently 99% towards capitulation, so it is mere moments. And there we go. We have the peace treaty with the Comintern. This is a big old peace treaty, guys. It's essentially bigger. I think it's bigger than the CEA one, actually. Because, yeah, we got the French in it, the Spanish. Maybe it's not quite as, I don't know. There was a lot of countries in both of them, I suppose. So we have two majors in it, the Soviets and the French. And then, of course, we have the Spanish, Yugoslavia, Brazil, Mexico, and Mongolia. All right, so I think we should start with France. There are a lot of goodies to be had, guys. A lot of goodies to be had. So let's go ahead and start with France because... Oh, and Mexico is in the treaty, guys. Ooh, that's going to be tempting. Oh, man. And there's oil there, too. Good God. I have to go for it, don't I? I feel like we have to. Like, we have to go ahead and get this. And we will need a port. I mean, look at all this beautiful oil here, man. Yeah, let's just get along here. Mexico might, or excuse me, Italy might not be very inclined to take anything after that. I'm hoping. Really all they need is... They might not take anything on this side. I don't know. Actually, I really can't tell what the Italians are going to do because they are... We've seen that they are extremely greedy. They love taking that land, man. It doesn't matter how much work they actually did. Although it looks like we have good control of this treaty because of the conquest of the Soviet Union, which we were largely the ones who did all that. So I'm going to try and get control of as much of France as we can. We have all that, and then we want it to connect into our Italian territory, our Spanish territory. We're going to go from this direction, although I want to get control of all of it, but we'll go from here because we already have territory here. It doesn't look like we have much more points. What we could do, because I don't think they like to create like enclaves in the middle here, but they could end up freeing them, so I guess there's that, If we just take along the coast, we wanted to make sure that we got all of Spain. Just give me a second, guys. Just wait for it. Wait for it. We can't let them connect here. Oh, that's coastal. All right, might not work. And then I think Paris would be the one that gets puppeted. They won't go after that one, I don't think, because it doesn't have a port, if I'm not mistaken. So we could take that one away. I'm just trying to do this. This one doesn't have a port either, so I could probably take away from that one. And then I guess we could just give up these ones here and see what happens. That's still not. It's not enough, guys. It's not enough. Damn. I mean, they're probably not going to be very inclined to take territory here anyway, and we only have to pull one more thing out. All right, let's see here. What could we take out? I mean, that doesn't touch any of their borders, so I think we'll be all right taking that out. And let's see if there's anything like really cheap, like some cheap islands around the world. Like here, I mean, we could grab that up. I mean, there's not really any reason to, though, just to make it look prettier, I suppose. We do want to grab this here. That's only 13 points. How about this one? How much is this one? Can I grab that one? I cannot. I can't even see how many points it is. Oh, it's 16. Okay. Maybe we'll grab it if we can. And is there any other islands here? I thought the French had something else. Maybe not. I know they got a lot of stuff in Asia. Little islands dotted everywhere. Of course, they have Madagascar, which has 19 rubber. Can we get that? We cannot. We just don't have it. We have the 7-pointer there. 5 points right there. I'm going to let the Italians have all this. I think it makes sense for the Italians to have all this. I'm really hoping that the Italians don't puppet the Soviet Union, but if they do, there'll be nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. And yeah, I'll just let Italy have Africa as well, if they want it, of course. We got a lot more points than they do, so, you know, we kind of get to do what we want. But yeah, I guess we'll just grab some more islands. Just things like right here, just because it's next to our island, so we can't even grab it anyway. All right, so we don't have 7 points. Is there anything cheaper? Any French islands that are cheaper? I know they have some over here. That's 7 points as well. There's 3 points for this one. Oh, we can get it. All right, we'll take it if we can. There's no reason not to. Oh, shit, I completely forgot about this. I hope that the Italians don't go for it. There's no way we're going to be able to get that, though. I'd like to get Syria as well, but, you know, that's not a priority. I'd love to get up here, too. Let's just see what the Italians do, because that is the end of our points. So we'll end our turn and see what the Italians did. Okay, they have gone for what I hoped they would. They went for Yugoslavia. It's kind of a bummer they went for all of the territory here. I was kind of wanting to give some territory to, you know, either Bulgaria or Greece, but that is not an option. They had a lot of points, and so they also took territory here in Africa. So right along here. So I just have to hope that they keep going in Africa, but I don't think that's going to keep them distracted for very long, guys. Then they can free France too if we let that sit for too long. So that's another thing to consider. They can free Mexico too, and that'll look odd. So we don't want that to happen. But we notice we have to take this. This is key. Great resources here. We don't want to let that go into Italian hands. It's kind of odd though, isn't it? How we kind of find ourselves, I don't know, we're kind of like rivals with the Italians right now, aren't we? Definitely rivals for this territory. So let's go and get because if we can't get everything, then we at least want the coastal stuff. And I don't think they would have grabbed that anyways. All right, so I guess we can go in and try and get the rest of it. I kind of want to get here 16 steel, and just so that we control the Straits of Gibraltar. That seems to me to be key. The Italians can have right there. But yeah, I think that would make sense for us. Now, we don't want them to free anybody, so let's go ahead and finish this up. And there's just so much stuff to get, really. So let's go ahead. Oh, we ran out of points. I don't know when that happened. All right, so I think that's it. Well, this is a 50-pointer, so that might be why we couldn't get any more. I suppose we can look for cheaper ones. There's got to be something. We know there's French islands at the very least. And yeah, I'll let the Italians have the rest. Although I am really tempted to take this here because it would look prettier. And it's not too expensive. So I'm almost, yeah, I kind of think we should take some of this if we can get it. We can't get much. We can get the 6-pointer. How much is that one? That's 12. Can't get it. Because yeah, it'd look nicer, I feel. Yeah, I guess we'll get this one. There's 4 rubber there, but we'll eventually want to get the rest of that. And I don't think we can get anything else. I mean, you can get right there. A little island right there. Oh, that's that as well. All right, well, we wouldn't want to get that yet then until we have the rest of this. Can we get that? We can get that. That's only 2 points. So, yeah, maybe we'll... You know, I think we'll let them have that. I don't know. I'm trying to make it look pretty, guys. So it's really like, do we want it to go like this? Or do we want it to go like this? I guess we'll do that one. I think that's it. Obviously, we want this territory here, but that's expensive, so not going to be able to do that right now. The other countries, I don't think they'll be able to do anything anytime soon. It's just us and the Italians right now. They can have Brazil, puppet them, or whatever they want to do at Brazil. We'll leave that up to them. Because, frankly, I would love to be able to control everything and do whatever I want, but that's not realistic. They have quite a few points. And look at how much they took because Africa is so damn cheap. Alright, I'm just going to scroll through here and see if there's anything outside of Africa. They took Syria. So that's unfortunate. And they puppeted Brazil. Okay. So we're running out of opportunities to do what I want to do here. I think we'll puppet the Soviet Union because I don't want the Italians to do it, and I was planning on doing that anyway. So let's go ahead and puppet them. Although, it looks like it's going to give them... Alright, let's give them this territory here. I'm okay with that then. So we'll puppet the Soviet Union, and we'll need to take the rest of the French and Spanish territory so they don't give it to them. Yeah, we should probably continue there, although I am worried about here. I don't know if they'll go after that. I don't really know what the Italians will do. I assume they're going to take territory because they're already on these borders, so why would they not? Yeah, I would imagine they're going to take territory. So let's go and get this stuff because we don't want them to puppet the French. Oh, damn. All right. All right, well, we'll just grab what we can then, which is not much. All right, we'll grab that one then. How about that one? We can get that one. So we'll get there, and that's probably going to be it. Well, we can make attempts. Well, they grabbed all that. That's right. Look at this. Look at them. Just mucking the borders up. See, if they knew they were going to do that, I would have let them have it. Ah, it's ugly. The Italians, that's why people want them to die. That's why people want me to fight the Italians, because of that kind of crap like that. See, Italy, you're playing with your life, man. You're playing with your life. Angering the viewers with your ugly borders. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we can get. I'm like hunting for something. I mean, unless we're just we can't even grab something. That's 23 points. I mean, there are islands, I suppose. We can keep going after French islands. They have that 7-pointer, which we haven't grabbed yet. I guess we can go after that. Might as well. And we grabbed that one already. The Italians grabbed that one. Maybe I should have left that 7-pointer just so the Italians had a... You know what? I'm going to do that. Let's leave this here. So well... Nah, there's too many resources there. Sorry, Italy. Never mind. I know that that's not like a resource that people run low on, but I think that's all we're going to be able to do. Let's go to enter turn to see what kind of crazy crap the Italians do. So they're satelliting. Okay. I'm okay with that, I guess. I mean, that's fine. Sure, why not? And then we'll just try and get this here. We're starting to run a bit low on points. Yeah, but they just puppeted. Who else did they put? Oh, they puppeted Mexico. So where did they pop up? Where did they pop up? Right there. So we're just going to have Mexico in a weird situation. All right, well, let's go ahead and take this territory for ourselves. Mexico can have right here, I suppose. I don't care, but I don't want them to have here because that would look weird. So the Mexicans can have here if the Italians decide to give it to them. We'll let them do so. Let's go and try and finish up with France before they fucking puppet them. And then we got to do the Spanish. I don't know why I keep calling the Spanish Italians today. So can't do any more with them, unfortunately. There are some lower point things here, but yeah, I want to take this for myself. I don't know what the Italians are going to do with their next turn because there is not a lot left. There's still Brazil. I guess that's it, guys. Let's end our turn. And let's see what they did. All right, so they took territory for Brazil, and they puppeted Mongolia. All things I am okay with. And they got a lot more territory to take for Brazil. Of course, they have the territory here in Mexico. I'm kind of thinking about like taking that there, just so the Mexicans, I don't know if that looks better or not. I suppose if we have like 17 points we need to spend, we should probably do Spain though. Let's get this done before we can't do it. And it looks like we can not get all of this. All right, well, let's get these ones. We can't get right there. Looks like if we could get here but not here, then that means we probably don't have any points. It would be my thinking here. Yeah, we have like no points. I can see if there's like really cheap territory around the Soviets here that I can get for them. I mean, we already know that we don't need to have the 5, so frankly, yeah, there's not going to be anything we could do. All right, well, let's go and end a turn. And they took more territory for Brazil. How much longer is that going to occupy them? Not at all. The Italians are open to do what they want now. Damn. They got Brazil territory taken. I guess they could do Mexico next. So if we wanted that one, we'd have to grab it now. I don't know. I don't know which if that looks okay. I kind of feel like Mexico can have that. Sure. Why not? Let's give Mexico something. Some people wanted me to let Mexico keep their land here. But, yeah. They're not I feel like they need to be conquered. So we need to get this for ourselves. I know if they're a puppet we could build here. But you know what? I don't really want all the divisions on this front, honestly. I just don't see any reason to. I know they use their manpower better than we can ever use it. But again, they don't really use it. They're kind of, the AI. They're not great. Not great with the whole manpower thing. So we can't get Georgia. We can get Grozny though, so we'll take that. And more than likely that's going to be all we can doing, except for giving more territory to the Soviets before the Italians take it, because I guarantee that's what they're going to do. They're going to start taking territory soon. Maybe we should start going that way with the goal of stopping the Italians from getting anything else. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter. We'd better to go this route. And I think that's it. I think that's all we have for the points. You could always free more territory for the Soviets as well. What do the French still have? Oh, they have that island. I don't know why the Italians haven't taken that yet. I don't know what else they have. But we are going to go and end our turn, and then we're probably going to pass. All right, so they took that territory from Mexico, so that is keeping them busy. That's what they use their points from, or for, excuse me. And it looks like they passed as well. In fact, I'm not seeing them anywhere on here. Makes me think that they are giving up all their... either they're completely... they have no points left, or they've given their points all up and they said they're done. Yeah, it looks like the Italians are done. So we get to control the treaty with the exception of everybody else who has a little bit of points. But they don't have much. I don't see them doing much in this treaty. So that should let us control it, and that's really good, because I had a few things I wanted to do that I didn't know if I was going to get to do without that. So I suppose we could take that there. But again, let's take all the stuff we really want, just in case the Italians change their mind. I don't think that's going to happen. But and yeah, I want to take all this for us because it connects with our territory here. So I think it makes sense. And it looks like it's something that I think that the British would do. I don't think the Soviets or the Russians, I should say, because we're going to call them the Russians now. I don't think they deserve to have access to the Black Sea. I don't want them in the Mediterranean. This is, I was going to say it's my sea, but I guess it's not. It's we have to share it with the Italians. So let me stop talking here and get some stuff selected, because I've been, who has all this? Oh, okay, the Russians have all that territory. Interesting. Okay, that's probably why that was so expensive. I was wondering why. Damn, okay, so we got to close that in, make sure we get that closed in. All right, so I don't think there's anything else over here. Let's go ahead and get the Soviet territory dealt with. And I am going to take this for myself because there's nobody else to give it to. I'm not going to give it to the Italians. They don't need it. All right, so let's go and start taking territory for ourselves. We're not going to let the Russians get any access to the Black Sea because they joined the wrong side. All right, and then we'll just kind of, I don't know where we're going to stop with our borders and start with the Russian borders. But like this all needs to be ours, all right here. So yeah, the Russians will kind of get like here, and then we're gonna give the Romanians this territory here. So let's go and start with that, I guess. We should probably first connect our territory here. I want all these goodies here. Some really good stuff over on this side of things. So let's see, how's that look? Oh Lord, it's kind of an odd situation here. Trying to make it look, it looks like we're out of points. All right, so let me see if I can give the Romanians this territory. We'll see if we can do it. Because I don't think they have any points of their own, or not enough to do anything like ever. So we're gonna give them this territory here and expand their borders. We could even go further and, you know, give them Kiev, you know, that's a possibility too. Oh, we have to give somebody this territory here. So you know what? I think we will go a little bit further with them, though we don't have the points for any of it. All right, so I guess that's it. I don't think there's anything else to be done. The French still have something. Take a look for a second. Oops, I'm giving this all Romania. I don't want to do that. My bad. Let's take a look and see what all the French have. Oh, I already had that open, didn't I? They have French India. Oh, okay. And then Tahiti. All right, yeah. Let's take that for sure. Oh well, we can't take shit. We are broke. Yeah, let's take this. That's 3 points. We can get that. All right, so let's end our turn. Let's see if anybody else was able to do anything. Probably not. No, nobody was able to do anything. All right, so let's go and take the rest of the French territory. We'll get them out of here. We're gonna take that for ourselves, and that'll get France out of here, and then it's just the Soviet Union. So that's what Romania is looking like right now. We still have to take that to make sure that the Black Sea is, you know, that the Soviets don't have any access. The Russians, excuse me, don't have any access to the Black Sea. We do have to give them all this territory here, then, since they already have this. I could give this, could give them some territory here, but yeah, that would just look odd since the Russians already have this here because they got it when he annexed them, or excuse me, when we puppeted them. So could give the Romanians a little bit more territory. Let's take a look and see how that looks if we were to give the Romanians a little bit more territory. Where are they? Here we go. So if we were to just give them right here, because I want to give, that either has to go to us or to them. That looks okay, but I don't think they can have that one. And that still look all right. No, I kind of feel like this is it. This is gonna be it for them. All right, so we'll just take this one for ourselves, right here, and maybe right there as well. We need to decrease the overall size of Russia. They're too powerful, man. So yeah, we're gonna take all this as well. And I don't know how that looks, but hopefully it looks all right, guys. You guys have to let me know in the comments. I'm sure everybody will have many things to say that I could have done differently. It's always the case, you know, that there's many different things you could do differently. And I think that should be good for us, though it does look like we took a little bit too much. So let's go and do that, and I suppose end our turn. Although, you know, we can go and start getting the Soviets started on taking some of this territory for them, although it doesn't look like we can get much for them. No. Some people want him to give Finland some territory. I'll give him a little bit here, but remember, Finland was an enemy for much of the war, guys, so I'm not really keen on giving them a whole lot. So I think that's all we can do. It's going to end our turn. And satellite, isn't that already been dealt with? Yeah, I think that's already been dealt with. All right, we're just going to pretend that it has. All right, so we want to take that one for ourselves. And I don't know. Might need to take more. I wasn't going to, but it feels like we might need to make that look. It looks kind of weird. It's really hard to tell here. I know that would be odd. I almost feel like we have to leave that one. What if we left that one? All right, I think we can do that. You need to fill that one in, but again, that forces us to take even more territory. Damn, we got like no points. We're gonna have to do some passing here. All right, well, let's see if we can't give the Soviets a little bit of territory here. And all right, we can give them a little bit. They had more points than. Why the hell couldn't I take? all that territory here? I don't know. It's odd. All right, so we'll give them this because yeah, they can get all this. It must be really expensive, those territories over there. It's gonna enter turn, see if anybody did anything. Okay, they did that satellite there. I don't think there was anything to satellite though. Let's go ahead and pass a couple times, and we should have yeah, it looks like everybody's done. So we now have full control of the treaty. It's all ours. So we're gonna go ahead and I think that this is all good. Yeah, all these borders here are good. I don't really like that one, but again, that does require us to take more territory. Which, you know what, guys, I don't know that we can fix that. Maybe if you did it like that, it looks a little bit better, I suppose. Maybe. That's like impossible to tell. We'll just play around with it a little bit. I know that would be not suitable. So we'll just play around with it and just take Soviet territory in the meantime. I am going to give them Leningrad back. And you know what? We will go ahead and get Finland a little bit of territory here, guys. We'll give them this territory here. Not that one. And not that one. All right, so let's go ahead and give the Soviets a little bit more territory. Whatever we can give them. We could probably give quite a bit, considering. And we'll just go and keep them off the border here for right now. And go ahead and take all this territory up here for them, since we know we're going to want to take that for them. Probably going to have to take that one. So yeah, this is where the borders are going to be, all along here. So we'll just take all this territory for the Soviets. Mongolia was an enemy too. I don't see any reason to extend them. Let's just give it to the Russians. And this is all pretty cheap, so we should be able to go all the way across and still have points remaining. All right, that looks great. So now we just need to figure out what these borders are going to look like here between us and the Soviets. So I almost want to go ahead and end our turn here. I don't think anybody's going to do anything at this point. So let's end our turn and see how it looks from far away here. Yeah, I don't really think there's any more territory we need to take at this point. Kind of feel this looks all right, and it's gonna get really thin for the Russians here. So I think we're gonna give them this. They can have it. This will be our borders, I believe. I mean, I was thinking about taking, because that doesn't look too shabby now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I mean, filling this out doesn't look too bad for ourselves. And then just give this to the Soviets, or even, no, we don't want to give that to ourselves. And then just give this to the Russians. I keep calling them the Soviets. Yeah. And then they can have all this. And I think we're gonna end our turn. See how that looks. Doesn't look too bad, man. And then yeah, just give this to the Russians. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, it could be worse. So, end our turn, and I think that's it. All right, so that took like the whole episode, but we did it. We got the peace treaty done. And let's just pause it. Take a look at the world situation here. So Italy took 49 states. We took 113. Romania took 7. Finland got 3. And then everybody was annexed or puppeted. A lot of equipment seized. We sunk 2 destroyers there, and you can see that their flag has changed now. Somebody actually wanted me to take a look at all the leaders around the world after the peace treaty. This is, we'll go through them all. Well, there's Russia. You know, obviously Mussolini's still in charge of. Anyway, we already looked at our allies. I don't know who all to look at that you guys haven't seen yet. We do want to see if, nope, the fascists are not in charge of Turkey just yet. So who is freed? Brazil. So Mexico. And I'm trying to think of other countries that were freed. Don't think, I mean, we could look at all the other leaders though. Eric Campbell there, because I know that he didn't say technically just the ones that were freed. And yeah, Italy has Syria. I hate that Italy got Syria. I wish I could have got that. But whatever, it is what it is. I don't think there's any other countries we need to look at. I guess we can take a look at Sweden. We need to get Sweden over to fascism, man. It's the Finnish leader. And Poland. So I believe that's it. And Switzerland. I don't like that. I might need to attack them. So look at all these damn factories. Good God. I bet we don't need to trade for resources ever again. So that was kind of the key here, is taking all those resources from the Russians. And you know, I don't think that this is unrealistic, because let's just pull all this back. This is a key territory where the British were always trying to gain, maybe not direct power, direct control, but they're always trying to gain influence, like over Afghanistan and all throughout here. You know, obviously Iran. So I don't think it's unrealistic that we'd kind of push up. We already control this territory here that we would then attempt to push up, and the Russian bear needs to be weakened, man. They're just too powerful otherwise. So yeah, I feel that it makes sense. All right, so we got all that dealt with. All our resources, though, I don't know why I pulled back. I guess we could end up needing to trade for some if we were to assign all these factories. But I don't really see any reason to assign all the fucking factories, man. Maybe I'll do that off camera or something. I just do not see the point. But we do need to say we're not interested in doing any of these right now. Because, yeah, we need to save our resources. Dockyards could be assigned. Wow, we got a lot of dockyards, too. Alright, then we'll just place them into stuff. Whatever. Still got 4 left, so just put them into, it's fine. Well, maybe we don't. Oh, okay, we got some that are currently repairing and stuff. Alright, so that looks good. Dockyards assigned. We won't do factories right now. We no longer have the resistance problem, so what we can do now is, I think we're not at war at all anymore, right? Except for with the Japanese, yeah, and we don't occupy any of their territory. So what we can go ahead and do is just delete all these guys' orders, or just have them garrison one area so that they come over here in preparation to garrison territory here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just have them all garrison just this area here, so they'll move their ass over here. And I don't want them to, I mean, they probably won't exhaust the supply. It's only 50 divisions, but yeah, we'll just have them go there for right now. Now, travel from all over the world and garrison that for us. And we're going to have to start getting ready for the invasion of Japan. They're next. So let's go ahead and start sending our divisions over there. We have 2 armies that we're going to need to send over there. And does he have a... He does not. I do want to take a look and see if we have anybody who has... can be upgraded. Or leveled up, whatever you call it. Get a trait. Obviously, we still have him, but I don't want organization first for him. I was hoping he'd get it, because, you know, they only get so many traits. I was really hoping to get another one unlocked. Let's just take a look. Yeah, it's really hard to get field marshals unlocked, and this is the defensive field marshal, so to get their traits, I mean, and he's the defensive guy, so he's not really fighting or anything like that. Good God, look at all this manpower we have, guys. Wow, we can even start building divisions again. And the thing that I forgot to do is that these guys here were set to build. And this, I said I was going to do this earlier in the episode, and then I didn't. This was the problem here, guys, is that these guys were set to just keep on building. But now I guess we can keep on building divisions. So that's what we'll do next episode. And frankly, I was just thinking about it, kind of paused for a moment and thought about it. We have so much to deal with, so much management stuff, you know, with... I need to like micro stuff, man. I've got to like redesign these armies here, as they are just, I just was throwing divisions into them, and we need to design them based on you know, invasions. So we're gonna want to do an invasion from our Russian puppet territory over here. We'll probably just invade in the north. We always have such success, so we'll probably just launch some invasions here in the north. It almost always works, and this time the Japanese don't really have a navy to even worry about. So, and we have our own ships here that we can put up there. So I'm not too concerned about it. So we're gonna send 2 full armies over there, just because the Japanese actually have a massive army. They have a very large army. So it is going to be a problem. 2 armies might not even be enough, actually. We should probably send 3 armies. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to send 3 armies. So we're gonna send 3 armies, while the other army is going to start getting ready for the war against America, guys, because I can tell you right now, it's going to be happening soon. I don't know if we'll be declaring war on them or they'll be declaring war on us. But because there's so much to do, like rearranging the armies, you know, getting them changed up with, you know, probably pulling some of them motorized and figuring out which one, who's going to go where, what divisions are going to go in what army. moving all our planes. I mean, we have to like, we got to tell all of our planes to stop and remove them and stuff, move them places, get them moving over to America. I mean, there's so much that needs to be managed. Our entire Navy needs to be managed to prepare all for the war against America, because I think the Japanese conflict, I mean, it's going to be all on land, and once we get the invasion done, I think we should be able to defeat them fairly easily. Though they do have, let me take that back, they got a lot of divisions, guys, but we should be able to cut them off, get them surrounded. It's Japan's like Italy. It's very easy to cut off divisions and get them destroyed. But again, they have so many that they might be able to defend the whole front, and it could be a lot more difficult than it usually is. I wonder if these guys would be willing to join the conflict now. They would. Well, would you look at that? So we actually have troops here. Huh. Do they have a port? They do not. So they would just get quickly destroyed if we pull them into the conflict. Yeah. Yeah, because they're no organization. Damn. What we'll do is we'll pull them in once we have a port. Though, you know what? One of our allies is just going to pull them in any damn way, aren't they? Probably. Huh. Yeah, not entirely sure how to do this where they don't get their whole army destroyed. I think they will get wiped out here. But that's one thing to consider. If we were able to, if nobody else pulled them in, we could grab a port, get them supplied, and then pull them in. And then we have all these divisions that are already here. So, yeah, that's... That would be great if it worked out that way, but it probably won't. So yeah, we'll be moving armies over there. 2, maybe 3 armies for the invasion of Japan, just because of how many divisions they have. 100-something divisions on the homeland. Usually Japan is distracted in so many other places that they barely have anybody defending the homeland. This will be a very different fight from our typical fight against the Japanese, I think. And then, yeah, starting to prepare for the war against America, where we'll need to defend the entire Canadian border and the Mexican border as well. And then we'll set up the invasions a little bit later once we get our troops back from Japan. And hopefully they might even have a little bit of invasion experience as well. And we'll be setting up invasions all over the East Coast, definitely Florida. And I'm thinking we'll try and hit somewhere on the East Coast over here. But I don't know. There's probably well defended, like their capital, more than likely. We'll have to see. But yeah, they do have troops all along the border here. So yeah, we're going to get prepared for the war. A lot of stuff that needs to be done. Navy, basically land, sea, and air. So I will get that taken care of off camera, so you guys don't have to watch some of the boring management of me just shuffling troops and planes and ships around, guys. Like getting these 18 ships assigned, splitting this fleet up so that we have multiple fleets here for the Atlantic. I mean, a lot of micro stuff that I don't think anybody wants to watch. So I'll take care of that off camera, and that also means that the video is a little bit shorter, which means it should be a little bit easier to upload since I'm doing it here pretty, well, it's early in the morning. I was gonna say pretty late, but yeah, it's not late. It's like almost 6 o'clock in the morning. So I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, then make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of how we should set up for the war with America. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on that, as well as with the conflict with Japan, which is, as I said, going to be a little bit harder than it typically is, I think. Not in the typical way. You don't have to worry about their navy. We got to worry about their army, and yeah, their air force should be pretty easy to deal with. It's not that large. And let me know what you think of the treaty as well. Yeah, it turned out all right, I guess. It could have been better. Could have been worse. So some things I wish we could have done a little bit differently. But yeah, I really like this. Look at this. This is gorgeous, man. All of Spain and France in our hands. Oh yeah, look at that. We are so powerful, man. So I don't think the Italians can handle us if we did want to fight them. Just comparing, they do have almost as many divisions as we do. They have a decent air force, but nowhere near the size of ours with 20,000 planes. And they have about half the factories and dockyards that we do. Yeah, so we are obviously substantially more powerful than they are, and we have all these puppets. We have a lot of puppets. If we were to take a look here, we got Germany, Russia, we have Poland, we have Finland, and we have Malaya, which they're going to be annexed soon. So post your feedback down below in the comments. I love talking to you guys. Hope to see you on the next episode, and thanks for watching, guys.